Hi friends, Stephen Stockwell here. One thing that I have loved about making this podcast with you over the last few months has been the community that has grown around us as we've been your window into the justice system. We have had thousands of emails, and as the trial of Erin Patterson drew to a close, so many of you had thoughts on what we should do next. There were almost demands that we find a new trial to follow because we have become such a big part of your routine. So I'm here to put aside your fears that you may have to talk to your partner or your friends about your actual lives. We are going to keep this podcast going so we can keep taking you into courtrooms for the biggest trials in the country and giving you this inside line to our justice system. As we mentioned in our last few episodes, this comes with a few changes. Instead of coming to you every single day each afternoon, we'll be publishing episodes twice a week on Tuesdays and Thursdays. And look, there'll probably be a bonus episode here and there because when big things happen, it is entirely likely that I will be unable to help myself. We'll also have some new artwork, which I'm very excited about. It's going to look great on the team scooters and on the tattoos that we've got booked in for this weekend, and a new name. This feed will very soon be called The Case Of, with an ellipses just after it, those three little dots, because we're going to be covering a new case every few weeks, whatever's grabbing our and your attention. There's going to be trials from all across the country with the ABC's court reporters and experts, people who are sitting in the room as these proceedings are underway. And these will start in the next few days. The first of these will be the case of the Croc Wrangler. We're heading to the Northern Territory to cover the trial of TV personality Matt Wright, who's facing charges for what he allegedly did after his best mate died in a helicopter crash while collecting crocodile eggs. There are others as well, which a lot of you suggested when we asked for ideas on what we should cover next. We'll be looking at the case of Samantha Murphy, or the case of Donna Nelson, and the case of the Easy Street murders. These are all stories that you got in touch with us and you told us that you wanted to hear more about, and many more are on the list that we're looking to bring you over the next little while. Now, if you're already following Mushroom Case Daily on the ABC Listen app or another podcast app, you actually don't need to do anything at all. We will just reappear as The Case Of with a bit of new art next to it very, very soon. We want to make sure you stay part of this pod as well, though. So we've got a new email address, thecaseof@abc.net.au, because your questions and feedback are such an important part of this pod. I am incredibly excited to take you on the next stage of this adventure. So make sure you don't miss the first episode of The Case Of. Follow this feed now on the ABC Listen app or wherever else you get your podcasts. I'll talk to you very soon.